Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video on the channel. My name is YoAdrian and this is Train Simulator 2020. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Phase 4 Amtrak F40PH, and I will go on and explain this in a second here in the once we get into the scenario and stuff like that. But today it is the early morning and you are the engineer of an Amtrak train about to head north to Seattle. Before you start, however, you will need to prep your train in Los Angeles, starting off with the Locomotive Refuel. You are in charge of the yard switches for the first part of the preparations. So let's go ahead and hop into the scenario here and see what it's all about. Alright, good morning engineer. Today you are in charge of prepping a passenger train for its trip up to Seattle later on today. This will include taking the train into the station, but first we are going to need to fill up our engines at the fuel pump. Let's go ahead and close out of that right there. Basically it's the same thing as the F40PH you guys get with the California Zephyr add-on and stuff like that. Nothing's actually changed, except we have a new paint scheme, which is a nicer Phase 4 paint scheme. One of my favorite Amtrak paint schemes that was out there, probably on anything on the passenger cars and the locomotives and stuff like that. So we have one of these made by AMT Simulations over on the Train Sim corner. And like I said, I'll have a link in the description for these if you guys do want to check them out and everything like that. They have a whole bunch of different Amtrak and just different railroad paint schemes for Train Simulator 2020 and Train Sim World. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open up the trainer here. So they want to pick up fuel from South Yard Diesel number 1, which is where we're currently at. So I'm assuming we just hit T. Which, yes, that is true. Except in Train Sim World, the hose actually moves onto the train. Here it does not. You just kind of watch it fuel up from this HUD menu right here. So as you guys can see there, we're currently filling up to about 1,400 gallons. About 1,400. 1,500 gallons. Now that we have some fuel, head over to South Yard Local 2. We'll need to couple up to your consist. Alright. So I'm assuming there's another F40 right there, hauling some Phase 3 things. Now, Amtrak did not have a lot of locomotives in this paint scheme for the F40s for the most part. I know 2 of them. Oh shit, we're already in Notch 1. Damn, I didn't realize that. But Amtrak did not actually have a bunch of F40s painted in this scheme. It was only like a handful. So this scenario is not going to be like 100% legit for the most part. So let's go and turn on them headlights here. Nope. There we go. But yeah, so it was only a handful, and it was like the later numbers from like 390 down to like 390 to like 400 and stuff like that. So the rest of them remain in Phase 3. I know 2 of them went to Pacific Surfliner, so 2 of them were actually painted in their scheme. One of them right now is actually running on the Nashville City Star. It must be one of these right here. So Amtrak 360 picking up our locomotive at the South Yard Loco. Okay, so it's South Yard. I'm going to go ahead and stop my train here for a second because I don't know exactly what South Yard is. I'm assuming it's down there. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that it's down here. Then we also want to check the switches, so let's go ahead and see. Must be one of these, I'm assuming. South Yard Local 2, so it's this one right here with the Coast Starlight. Alright, we got a little bit of a long consist today, longer than usual. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to get to that dual baggage car right there. So let's go ahead and set our switches. Remove that. We are aligned up for over there. So this track is set properly. Get rid of those. Oh, motherfucker. There we go. This one is set properly as well. This one is too. Same thing. And this one is not. So we'll set this one, I believe. Yep, there we go. So we should be heading towards your 2 right now. There we go. Let's go ahead and release the independent brake. And let's go ahead and set the throttle to 1. And there we go. Got the nicer headlights looking on this locomotive here, the Searchlight Simulations headlights. Looks super nice. This locomotive does throttle up pretty easily, if I do say so myself. A lot easier than the original, from what I've noticed. But yeah, I'm just so excited that I actually found a whole bunch of different like Amtrak repaints and stuff like that. So do be sure to be checking out some more, or be seeing some more Amtrak content on the channel here coming up soon, for the most part. So we will be doing a lot. I found a whole bunch of different Amtrak stuff within like the last couple weeks and so even for this and Train Sim World. So stay tuned for all of that. So we're gonna come up here to South Yard Local 2 and just kind of chill. One thing I do wish though is that for the Amtrak cab car, the Metroliner cab car in Train Sim World, I wish there was more scenarios, or even an option for like the Steam Workshop for people to actually add more scenarios to it. But unfortunately there is not. So let's go ahead and start braking here, so we don't bash into the back of our train there. There we go. Slow it down to about 4. Throttle her up now. Do our safety stop here in a second. Same horn. And then you get the horn of the Surfliner for the most part. Kind of quiet horn, but it's all good. It's all good. So we'll stop here for the safety stop. And then we'll just go and couple on these bad boys. So we're taking the train to Seattle, so we are going to be the Coast Starlight. Usually the engineer won't take care of this. This will be like the yard crews deal. There we go. Now that we have our coaches, we are going to need to get them to the station. Our train is going to be routed on the other side of the river, so pull forwards to Alameda main 1 stopping point. And make sure your train has cleared all the switches. Note, switch to the lead locomotive by using Control Plus. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear out of that. Let's go ahead and get into this one. So they want us to pull forward to Alameda stopping point, which I'm not quite sure where that is, even though it said pull forward. So let's see. So if we start going down in speed, I know that we're coming up to it. Yep, so we're at 1.1. We're at 1.2. Okay, we're still... Okay, so we're at a mile. There we go. Amtrak 353, AMTK 357 on this trip today. Alright, but if you guys are enjoying this video, do make sure you guys hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. As well as make sure you guys follow me on all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as join that Discord server. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would. And if you guys are looking for updates on the channel, mainly they are posted on Twitter. So we're speeding now. I don't see where this Alameda place is, honestly. Because it's not over here. Oh, maybe it's over here. Okay, so we're going over here. That's a lot farther out than what I was expecting to actually go. So our switches from here won't be routed there. We'll have to end up going on this track over here. So our switches are pretty much aligned. So we're actually on the right track. We just got to go this way. And then this way, or this way. Line that one up over straight. There we go. Right? No. Okay, so we gotta go on this track. Okay, so we need to back up one and go on that track over. Okay. I see. I see now. I was not sure where this Alameda thing is, and there's another service right there, the little Surfliner with the dual F40s on back there. Looks super nice. Like I said, even though that we don't actually have dual a bunch of these painted in this Phase 4 scheme, This, like I said, it's not going to be the most realistic video, but it still looks good. A little Surfliner or a Superliner lounge car, and there's the Phase 3 one that we have right there. So they're still rocking Phase 3 as well. So we're supposed to be on this track, it looks like, from what I can tell. Okay, so we're lined up there through the South Yard 9. And then that's going to be lined up through here. And then we go through the Redondo Junction lead. Through there. And then right there. Okay. So we should be lined up for where we got to go now. Never actually been down here before, so this is going to be quite an experience. Yeah, never actually been down to where we're at. I mean, I have been in trains. Because when I played trains with the Z, the Orion or however you pronounce it, I ended up making this like entire thing Amtrak like the yard. So it wasn't like completely the same yard, but I ended up making like Amtrak and Metrolink have their own yard. So I ended up using those tracks down there for Amtrak to basically keep their storage and stuff like that. So I know I wasn't the right thing, but I wasn't aware of like how Amtrak actually worked and stuff like that, or how even Los Angeles Yard worked. So I kind of kept that there, and it only went as far as Oceanside. So the two like siding tracks that they had in Oceanside, I would have a service come in, pull into the side, pull in, and then come right out, and I would have two services waiting there in Amtrak, and then one Metrolink. So. You guys can see there, got some Phase 3 F40s and some more Phase 4 ones back there, number 344 and I think 2 something. So we got a restricting signal, so we're going to go ahead and go. Luckily there's no timetables on this, so we can kind of just take as long as we need to since the Coast Starlight doesn't leave for another couple hours. But we are on a restricting signal, so I'm going to go ahead and check the switches here. Which it looks like this one is good. So that one is good to go. We do have a long train here today. A little bit longer than usual for the most part for a Coast Starlight, but then back in the day they might have been this long. I don't actually know. Got 3 sleepers and like 5, 6 coaches. Interesting. Super interesting. So we got a restricting signal there. We'll go and turn on the strobe lights here, and we'll actually turn them off on this unit here because we don't actually need them there. There we go. Alright. As you can see here, going around the engine shop, got some BNSF gondolas here, probably doing some track maintenance. Got 2 F40s right there, Phase 4 and a Phase 3. Got a Surfliner F59, and then we have 2 F40PHs in the Phase 3 scheme, and there's another, oh no, that's the same one. I was going to say there's another Phase 4 F40 back there, but that's the same one. So yeah, got a high clear. Good to go, here we go. Like I said, I've never actually done like this kind of stuff before. Never went out here before. So we are coming over here. We got the high clear on this track, and then we just got to stop right here at Alameda, stopping point 1, and then I'm not quite sure how we're going to get back to where we got to go, but we got an approach signal, so we'll just have to try to figure something out. I don't even think Amtrak's allowed to come down here as far as I know, but I could be wrong. I thought this was only mainly for freight, but I mean, if Amtrak has access to it, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to stop here. But yeah, I was actually really shocked when I installed this, because I'm like, I got 2 free scenarios with the deal as well. It comes with this one, and then like a an hour-long one for like the Pacific Surfliner route. So I'm like, that's awesome. So now I got 2 Amtrak Phase 4 F40s. This one being the nicer one out of the 2, because the other one was just kind of like they just kind of got into like paint.net or something, and then ended up, you know, just basically whatchamacallit, got in the paint.net and basically just tried to start on it, but they didn't because like the lines weren't even and everything was just shoddy and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I do have this F40PH now, which is awesome. Awesome sauce. So we're at main 1 stopping point right here. So this must be something that Amtrak does use. So I don't know what switch we're supposed to be clear of, but I'm assuming this one. So we'll go ahead and start slowing her down here. That's the last switch there is, so I'm assuming it's that one, because we do have a stop indicator right here, and then it just turns into a buffer. Alright, great. Now we will head across the river to West Hobart, Main 2, and stop. From there, you will proceed alongside the river until San Fernando, Main 2. Okay, so we're going to be backing up all the way out there. Interesting, we were in Notch 2 already. And that's one of the things I don't like, is that it turns the marker lights automatically on. So whenever you change the direction of the reverser, so if it's like in neutral, you won't get you'll get headlights. When it's forward, you'll get headlights. But then when you switch it to reverse, automatic marker lights. That's not something I really enjoy, but I can't really control it. So we're just going to go here and watch the shove move and basically make sure that everything's all good. So we got a restricting signal here at Alameda. So we're going straight back over there, Ying it out, and then I'm pretty sure we'll be backing out of Los Angeles. Seems like it. Oh no, we got a high clear. Never mind on that restricting, we got a high clear. Going over here. I'm going to need that for the speedometer. Alright, so we're about to knock down that clear. So we're still heading towards Hobart, West Hobart. Not sure if we'll be diverging here or not. Doesn't look like it. Well, maybe. No, I don't think so. Nope. Staying straight. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be 25 through here the entire time, which would be nice. So I feel like we're going to head towards there. Nope, we're switching. Switching over tracks. Alright. I had a feeling we were going to. We got the middle track now. Just kind of watching the shove, making sure that everything is good. Making sure there's nobody like on the tracks or, you know, calling out signals and stuff like that, even though there's really no signals. Looks like there's going to be a stop indicator for us. We got a crossing here. Missing a crossing arm. Oh, it's over there. But yeah, we do have a signal, and it is a clear indication, so that's good. So I'm assuming we're supposed to be stopping at the switch here, which it looks like it is lined up for us here, so that's good. So we'll hop back in the locomotive here. I'm going to just turn on the bell for safety reasons. Alright. So we did knock down that clear, it looked like. So since we're heading out on the main line and the crossing here, we're going to go and just keep the bell on for safety reasons and whatnot, since we are backing up onto the main line. So we got a nice little crossing here. Never actually been out this way in train sim before, so this is going to be like a new experience for all of us on the channel here. You guys probably already have gone out here, but I haven't. So we're going to start reducing our throttle over here so we can stop right at that signal. So there's the... Not sure what this is. I don't think I've ever been out here either. So we'll start slowing down here. So we can slow down for that, so we can stop exactly for that signal. That one right there, that just turned into a clear in front of us. So we got about 25 miles an hour. Alright, so it turned into a clear in front of us, but we're going to go ahead and keep stopping because it shows us to stop here. So, San Fernandino, main 2 stopping point, which I'm assuming is over here. Oh, diversion clear. There we go. So we ended up upgrading or downgrading from a clear to a diversion clear. Well, that ain't really an upgrade or a downgrade. It's the same thing. It's just you're moving to a separate track. Alright, so we got to stop at the San Fernando main 2 stopping point as well. So it basically just looks like we're just Ying out the train from what it seems like. I'm just going to be Ying out the train, and what Ying out actually means is that we're just turning the train around for the most part, because when you do turn it around, it just kind of, the tracks kind of form into a Y shape. So they call it Ying out. Instead of it just being a Y, it's W-Y-E. So that's what we're doing right here, is just kind of Ying it out. So we were facing this way out of the yard now. So instead of facing straight, we're actually now going to be facing towards Los Angeles instead of facing away from Los Angeles like we were. For the most part, I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing here. But we got about 3 miles till we hit San Fernando. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, do make sure you guys hit the like button, as well as that subscribe button with the bell icon if you guys do want video notifications of when I post videos and stuff like that. I know the YouTube notification thing is kind of broken, so if you guys want legit notifications as soon as it go live or as soon as I post a video, do make sure you guys join the Discord server, and the link is down in the description down below. Because the Discord server will actually notify you at least after 5 minutes of when I upload, so it's like up to 5 minutes. So usually it'll post as soon as I do it, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, you will know exactly when I post a video through the Discord server, because I know sometimes YouTube notifications are a little wonky. I remember one time my girlfriend was asking me if I uploaded a video, and she showed me the video, because it was a day that I ended up taking a day off. And I just wanted to check her phone to make sure that I didn't like none of the videos I ended up uploading and stuff like that. And it was a video I uploaded like 4 days ago that she just got a notification for. So I'm like, I know the YouTube notifications are a little bit wonky. So just letting you guys know on that. And looks like we got some freight cars coming up over here. On a clear indicator still, so we're good on that. Yeah, I've never actually been out here before. I don't even know where we're even at. Oh, so we're on this side of the thing. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually been out on this side of the this route. So that's kind of cool, though. You can start speeding it up to 45 here. That's actually really cool. I've never been on this side of the route before. I always thought that this was like for freight traffic, so I always tried to stay away from it. But I didn't realize that Amtrak uses this section of track too. At least, I don't know if they actually do in real life. If you guys know, down in the comment section, do let me know. But I just thought this was only for like freight service, because I do see some like intermodal cars and some box cars and stuff like that already to our right over there. So welcome. I'd rather be in Los Angeles. I would actually rather be in Texas, but I guess Los Angeles works. Working for Amtrak. Yeah, right. Those little trucks there, a little cab over Freightliner or Gossi is what it looks like. Also kind of looks like a European truck. Yeah, see, there's intermodal cars, there's box cars. I believe that was couple reefer cars behind them. See, I thought this was, yeah, like I said, I thought this was only like freight traffic can come through here. I didn't realize Amtrak can come through here as well. So we're going to stop at the San Fernando Main 2, go through Laput, Los Angeles, Union Passenger Terminal number 3, and then stop at track 9. Alright. Sounds simple enough. Super simple enough. But it's just kind of cool though, having an actual Phase 4 F40, even though the numbers don't match. As you see, it says 223, and then we come out here, it's 353. Even though the numbers don't match, it's still really nice to actually have that Phase 4 F40 in the game. Because, like I said, it's one of my all-time favorite paint schemes on the F40s. Don't get me wrong, the iconic Phase 3 looks good as well, but the Phase 4 to me just looks a lot better. And I know a lot of people will disagree on that one, but just my own personal opinion, I like the look of the Phase 4. I like it on the F40s, I like it on the Genesis, P42, P40 locomotives. I don't believe any P40, P32 DCs received Phase 4, the dual electric locomotives that Amtrak has for the Northeast, or for the East. I don't think any of them ever received Phase 4. If they did, never actually seen a 700 series unit in Phase 4. Even the Dash 8s in Phase 4 looked good. So this is like one of my all-time favorite paint schemes that Amtrak has. I don't remember exactly what other locomotives they were put on. I know it was I think those are the only locomotives Amtrak had at the time, but they also look good on the passenger cars. I don't like the new scheme. It's the same exact thing, but the blue is a little bit darker. I like the original blue that they had on it. I think it looked nicer. It looked cleaner and sleeker and stuff like that. So we got some crew going on over here. Got that Surfliner horn. Little maintenance away crew right there. I don't know why they ended up putting a Surfliner horn on this set, but they did. That just comes default with the engine. You can probably change it out if you know how to do that. But yeah, they didn't give us a sign for 25. What the hell? But yeah, so we got San Fernando main 2 stopping points. Let's go and just start slowing her down here. And we're actually going to be coming along this bridge here. I've never actually gone out this way. Oh, we're actually not turning left. So we're going to be Ying out again for the most part. So okay, so we got some locomotives here as well. Got a Surfliner F59. I got two F40s, or two F40s in the Phase 4 and one F40 in the Phase 3. I have been out this way though because I did create a custom scenario for the Pacific Surfliner that basically kind of entails kind of like Amtrak 393 movements out of Chicago's Union Station where the train had to back up. So I have been out this way before to try to do a custom like scenario and stuff like that. So actually it wasn't over here, it was actually back over here. But I did end up doing a custom scenario like that. So I'm not quite sure how they expect us to get... Oh, so we're going this way. Okay, I see. So we're going to come over here. But these guys need to go so that we can get over there. Interesting. I'm assuming that's where we're going. Alright, so my thing is now we got to go through Laput main 3 lead. But how do we get there is the question. So we do have to, okay, so we do have to go past the signal here, it looks like. Alright, so we're all stopped here. Got a diversion clear. So it looks like we're going to be going this way and then going over here. And I've never actually gone over here before. So I kind of want to watch the train do this. We got AMTK 200, the first F40 ever received for Amtrak. So let's go ahead and just do 13. So I've never actually had a train come over here before. So this is going to be like a new experience for all of us. So let's go ahead and see if my calculations were right. So we had that diversion clear. Marker lights are off only because the F40's programmed to have no headlights on when you're in reverse for some unknown reason. So yeah, this is actually kind of cool. I've never done this before, never been out this way, so this is kind of like a unique way of getting an Amtrak into Los Angeles. Now, if you guys know about like yard moves in Los Angeles, do let me know down in the comments if this is like a legit yard move that they're doing, or if it's just something that was made up for the scenario. I don't officially know because I don't live out there. So, but do let me know down in the comment section if this is a legit yard move that they're doing here in Train Sim. So we're gonna go around that curve there, gonna go straight past these F40s here. Not quite sure what they're actually doing over here, but they're doing something. So we're gonna cross the diamond there. And got a diverging approach, it looks like. Yep, diverging approach. So we'll cross that bridge. Rest of the train's following across the curve there. We'll get off the bridge here. Cross over this main line over here. Checking that out. That looks phenomenal. I don't know why, but stuff kind of like this gets me excited. Well, it looks like we're going to be coming up to a floating signal here on a stop indicator. So we're going to go and make sure we can kind of pass that. Oh, maybe not a stop indicator. So I don't know what track we're actually even going to be switched on is the question here. That's the one thing I'm kind of looking for. Okay, so we're going to the end over there, it looks like. Going to the left. Okay, so we're actually already tied on to track 9, which is nice. Super nice. Alright. But yeah, we do have a stop indicator over here. So I want to make sure we can get that approved. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be getting that approved. Alright, well, I don't want to do this because I know this is not like standard protocol. But we're going to try to run past the signal. Because as you guys can see, it's not letting me request it at danger. So it's not registering it as a stop signal. Which I don't understand, but it's not registering it as a stop signal. So it's registering it as a normal signal. So let's just go ahead and pass it and see if we end up getting that past that danger scenario ending warning. I don't think it's not a career scenario, so I don't think it'll end, but I'm not too sure. So we're about ready to knock down that signal there. We're just going to pretend that we got clearance from Los Angeles dispatcher, which we already knocked it down, so it looks like we'll be alright. We're already lined up into Los Angeles track 9, so we should be good there. We got a long train today. I've never actually seen a Coast Starlight with 6 cars before. So that's kind of different. I've only seen it with like maybe 3 or 4, but I've never with 6. And then we have the 3 sleepers, a sightseer lounge, and a dining car. And honestly, I don't think that this is actually going to fit completely on the platform either. That's my thing with it, is it's not going to completely fit on the platform with how long it is. So let's just go ahead and come down to the platform and watch it come back over there. It's like Amtrak's running the freight service here too, seems like. So we'll try to get it all the way back here. Turn on that bell because that's where we're going to. Alright, you guys can see it coming down the line over there. Yeah, I don't believe this is the whole consist is gonna fit. That's just my thing with it. And I'm not quite sure about the switches. I don't know if usually they want them like stop before the switches end up happening. I don't for sure know. But that dude's about to better not be crossing that yellow line, man. You're going to get hit by the incoming service, man. So we're at 15, slowing down. Let's not slow down that drastically yet. But we do want to start slowing down here. We got the Coast Starlight to Seattle. Don't want to hit this bump buffer. Keep backing it up, keep backing it up, keep backing it up. All stop. Bad luck, you did not complete the scenario successfully. What? mean I did not complete it successfully? That doesn't make any sense. I did everything that I was supposed to do on it. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and see what we did do wrong. Because that's kind of bullshit. So we stopped at 1 out of 4 destinations, which we stopped at all of them. We removed 13 out of 13, which we were supposed to do. Picked up passengers at 0. Picked up 1 out of 1 out of freight. And refueled. We did pass a signal at danger, which we couldn't help because dispatcher wasn't going to help us and all that shit. So, yeah, I don't understand that, but okay, we failed it. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Follow me on all the social medias, as well as hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Peace.